The power is literally in your hands. Unlike any time in my career, one state can chart the course, not just for the next 4 years, but for the next generation. By electing John and the Reverend, you can make an immediate difference in your own lives, the lives of the people all across this country, because their election will put an end to the block in Washington on that $2,000 stimulus check. That money that will go out the door immediately. Tell people who are in real trouble. Think about what it'll mean to your lives. Putting food on the table, paying rent, paying for your mortgage, paying down the credit card, paying the phone bill, the gas bill, the electric bill. Just look around. Millions of people in this country out of work through no fault of their own. No fault of their own. They're struggling. Many are fearful, and many have given up hope. Look at the lines at food banks. Hours and hours and hours. This is the United States of America, for God's sake. And there's food lines like we've not seen since the Depression. And they're getting longer. Families, children, people have worked their whole lives and never asked for a thing except a fighting chance. Now, they're lining up for food in America. And the debate over $2,000 isn't some abstract debate in Washington. It's about real lives. Your lives, the lives of good, hard-working Americans. And if you're like millions of Americans all across this country, you need the money, you need the help, and you need it now. Look, Georgia, there's no one in America with more power to make that happen than you, the citizens of Atlanta, the citizens of Georgia.
Hey, what's going on, guys? The $2,000 stimulus check is back. Let's get into it. But first, guys, as always, before we get started, do me a favor. Thumbs up this video so you can help more people watch it. And also subscribe so you don't miss any of our next videos. Thanks. As you guys know, the $2,000 stimulus check bill that passed the House and died in the Senate last week because the Senate Majority Leader, Mitch McConnell, refused to bring the bill to the floor is now back on the table. Let's run a few scenarios to see which one is more likely to happen with the $2,000 stimulus check. Scenario number one. If the Democrats can win in Georgia tomorrow, just like you heard from the president-elect, they can just bring this $2,000 stimulus bill back, vote on it, pass it, get the president's signature, and get the $2,000 stimulus check out as quickly as possible. This is the easiest scenario, the quickest one. Remember, this bill passed the House with both Democrats and Republican support. The Senate majority decided not to bring this bill to the floor, and from what we heard, they had enough support to pass the bill, but he decided to kill it. He did not even bring it out for a vote on the Senate floor. Scenario number two. Let's say the Republicans win in Georgia tomorrow. This is the much harder path because we will have to wait for the new administration to bring out their new stimulus bill. And that stimulus bill, their promise already will include stimulus checks. We don't know at what level, if it will be the $600, $1,200, or the same $2,000 we're talking about. That package or bill would have to pass the House, pass the Senate, and for the new president to sign that package. This will be the much harder path for the $2,000 stimulus check. But under the first scenario, we'll have a much direct path to the $2,000 stimulus check, and they can get that bill out as quickly as possible. As you just saw, 2 days after the president signed the $600 stimulus check, people was already getting money in their account. Scenario number three, COVID. If the numbers keeps on going up like they're going up right now with no ends in sight, they will have no choice but to do a bigger stimulus package. We already know the new administration is going to do a stimulus package. But if the numbers are getting worse and worse, people are dying more and more every day, they will have to include stimulus check on that new stimulus package. Now, we don't know how much. And lastly, the Biden stimulus package. They already promised a much bigger stimulus bill with stimulus checks when they get into office just in a couple of weeks from now. As far as how much those stimulus checks will be, again, will all depends on what happens in Georgia tomorrow. If they win in Georgia tomorrow, we might see a $2,000 stimulus check. But if they don't win tomorrow, we probably see $600, $1,200, but I expect at least a $1,200 stimulus proposal. Now, we don't know if the Senate will pass it. They can do the same thing they just did to the $2,000 stimulus check, just killed it. But we do expect to see a much bigger stimulus proposal, at least from the Biden administration, with stimulus checks. So what happens tomorrow can either make it a lot easier or much harder for a third stimulus check. We'll have to wait and see what happens tomorrow. I'll be watching and bring you guys all the latest updates as quickly as I can. As always, if this is your first time here, my name is Paul with Sunset Royalty. And if you made it this far, thank you again for watching. Please subscribe so you don't miss any of our next videos. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.